Hola, hola, ¿qué pasola? We are eastbound I-70 the day after. And it snowed pretty good. You can see the packedness of it. I'm over here because I got 2 tires on wet asphalt, 2 on snow. This snowpack is pretty rough. It's like washboard. So you gotta really be careful with it. It'll start bouncing you all over the place. Storm hit pretty good. Temperature is 19 degrees outside. More than likely we're going to be chaining up Fail Pass. A lot of this right here, there goes my ball, happens because the traffic packs it. They can't plow it enough. I think Vail got plowed. They usually plow that pretty good. My ball fell on the ground. I got to reach for it. It was closed. I-70 was closed at mile marker 79. Semi truck looks like it kind of jackknifed. We went around it on the frontage road. We're about the only OTR truck that did it. There's a couple, actually one other local truck. But he wasn't getting back on the interstate. He stayed off the highway. We had delivery this morning in Junction, and the other one is tonight at 7 o'clock in Loveland. Time right now is 1:30, 13:30, actually 13:27, 1:27. But we actually got out in front, because by the time we got back on the freeway taking that frontage road, because the highway was closed, it was stopped, I guess. Closed for the moment. By the time we got on the frontage road, they just started letting traffic out. Some of them got in front of us. They were going super slow. 2 of them blocking the highway together. See how it kind of bounces you around here. I don't know why Utah or Colorado does that. Utah will, everybody will pile up in the right lane and go one speed, if you will. But Colorado, they like to get next to each other and do one speed. It kind of pulls you all over here. See what I mean? We got these 2 vehicles right here in front of us. Is he gonna he's going to cut right in front of him, or is he behind him? He's behind him. We're doing 50. Well, I've got one set of my rig on the wet pavement. Get in this other stuff, the slush, it kind of bounces you around pretty good. And of course, if I get stuck back on it, all 18 wheels, I'll bring my speed down, of course. I do have my axle interlocked only because I was getting on the freeway from that frontage road and I needed all my traction. There's nobody behind me. Well, I should say right behind me. The white stuff is okay to drive on, but that darker area there, that's kind of slushy and bouncy. Maybe that washboard effect on the corner vibrates you right off the highway. Looks like he's got some kind of traction device on that Tesla. Looked like socks. A lot of people spun out. You can see by them marks there in the median. A lot of people ended up in the off the highway, if you will. So you may say I should be in that right-hand lane, but this is a passing lane. It is what I'm doing. That motorhome's going just a little bit too slow. I mean, it's okay to go slow, but there's a thing going too slow. I mean, they're probably all right, but they are on the interstate. We have a light load, probably 10, 11,000 pounds. It'll make it nice to fly up Vale and Eisenhower. There's another wipe out. Do the wipeout drums on the airbag. Be careful right here. See how it bounces you all over? You got half of the truck planted. Wish that car would have stayed in line. I was fixing to take that. It's fine if they run with it. But as you can see, he won't. It'll kind of like parallel. The parallel. We do have good snow tires on board. Easy on the throttle, easy on the steering. When I put this to the side a little bit more, those edges are pretty bouncy. See what I mean? They hang out in groups. Clean the windshield for y'all. .47 mph. So this guy's going to be going that slow. There we go, right in front of me. What the heck you doing, bud? You sat behind that guy forever. You wait till the truck comes creeping up and you get right in front of it. You guys are probably heavy. $20,000 would be a good load. 25. So you have to be careful right here in these areas. Subaru came flying up. I wonder where these cars came from. Since the road was closed, they must have come from different areas, and then they conglomerate around each other like blood clots. That way when one goes, they all go. There's a good area to switch over. Definitely got to read the highway. Keep my tires planted in this white stuff right here. I don't understand these cars. They want to pass somebody, but they don't pass. See how rough it is? This is where you get that washboard effect. You have to be careful. Surprise, it's a minivan. Actually, the right side's better than the left side here. Rough, rough, rough. If I can get past that minivan, I'll get over there and that stuff right there. So maybe he was doing what a lot of people do and they shouldn't do. They get by a semi, instead of just passing them at normal speed, they slow way down and take their sweet time. And I don't know why they do that. It's like, just get around them and go. When I say that is because I went to go past him and he sped up quite a bit. But when he was by that semi, or those semis, he wasn't moving very much. Better. We'll get over here and this stuff. I think we're all right here. A bit of a break, relaxation. Woohoo! Get some water. I don't think we need our diff lock anymore for now. We'll probably need it later. Saw a Kia Stinger, that orange car. It was on the westbound lanes. Was a Kia Stinger. I think it's a twin turbo V6. My kid was going to go back to Junction or Loveland today, but I was going to be driving that rear-wheel drive Cadillac, my old one. I told him, I go, if you don't have to go, just wait till tomorrow. I'm going to be heading that way, so I'll tell you how the roads are. This is not good. This guy getting on with his flashers. At least he's got his flashers on, but it's so slow. Florida plates. I'm afraid he's gonna, when I go over, he's gonna go over. Nope. Probably still going to be rough tomorrow. I don't think it'll be as bad. It's supposed to warm up. It's 22 degrees, has warmed up a bit. 1:45 p.m. Nice roads. 40. So early snowfall, leaves are still on the trees. Glad to see they didn't get all busted up. That global warming thing. There's a question for you. How do they think they can change the climate? I can see reducing emissions, yes. Reducing emissions, I'm all for that. You know, graduate or gravitate toward clean energy, I'm 100% for that. It'll take time. And all them green energy programs require oil. But pretty naive to think that they can change the climate with tax dollars. And what if the US was completely green, zero emissions? That's the goal, right? Yep. Okay, what about everybody else? China, India, just spewing toxins up there left and right. We do share their climate. We're all in this climate thing together. So, like Gavin Newsom says, look at this fire, all these fires, oh, these fires. Maybe because if they managed the forests better, they wouldn't have torched like they did. Same in Colorado, we couldn't go get dead trees out of the forest. They had to stay there. That escalated the perfect storm. The snow helped out a lot, but it didn't stop the fires. Still burning. But like I said, even if the US was completely green, India, China, Africa, South America, even if Europe and everybody else was completely green, all these developing nations would not be. And they said we are on a trajectory We are on the path. So, on declining our O2 emissions. If you're really upset about the greenhouse effect, the climate change, global warming, plant a tree. Plant a bunch of trees. Tell everybody you know, plant a tree. But I don't see how they can change the climate. With tax dollars. I don't see it. How do you control something so powerful, so unpredictable? That poor girl, she is just frightened to death. I can see it in her grips on the steering wheel. White knuckle sandwich. She is in a rear-wheel drive van, though. We're rear-wheel drive as well, but we do have 8 wheels and some weight on them. Yeah, I would love to try one of them Teslas, fully loaded, 65 miles an hour up a hill, 80,000, 80K. That's what they say. Yeah, really, let me try it. I'd love it. But I don't know if it'll go quite that fast, but curious and interesting. I wonder how much juice it would eat up traveling that speed. Check out the icicles coming off of the roadway up there. Pretty cool. I bet they're salty. Yeah, I would love it. And a few people have asked me before, maybe I'll address this, you know, I got in an argument with the Adam Schiff channel supporter. And I commented on Adam Schiff's channel on a video, and I got attacked. No problem. And then the one guy is all like, yeah, well, you're just upset because you're going to lose your job. I see you're a truck driver. And, you know, going on and on. I'm like, dude, I'm all for self-driving trucks. They're doing it in Arizona for a reason. Can you imagine a self-driving truck going through this stuff? Uh-huh. It'd have to be a fast thinker, because, you know, I see a hill coming up, I speed up. Is that AI going to be able to look ahead and see a hill coming up and increase its speed before it gets there? You know, is it going to have automatic chains? Probably. But there's more to that than just traction. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'll probably retire by the time they're getting close, but I'm not worried about my job. You know, it's some people get scared in the snow, and I understand. I totally understand. Some people get scared just watching my videos. But when you do something all the time, you get better at it than when you first started. And I remember the first time I was going down Vail Pass in '96, early '97, and I was coming down the pass, and I was just putting along, and this flatbed just goes whoo, right past me, and I was like, man, I wasn't thinking like, man, he's going way too fast, he's an idiot. what I was thinking was, man, I can't wait until I can achieve that level. You know, I mean, that level of confidence, that level of, you know, I mean, I was a rookie. I was going down the mountain nice and slow. Eastbound. And it was snow, full white powder, everything. And he just goes boom, right past me. If I was doing 30, he was probably doing 50, maybe even 60. You know, and I was... Because you don't drive like that when you're scared. You don't drive like that when you don't have the ability. You don't drive like that when you have never done it before. Hell no. You know, but when you do it all the time. See here, they shouldn't be doing this. Why is this guy stopping in front of me? There's nobody in front of him. That's where you start spinning out. Slowing down on a curve with ice and stuff. See you in a minute. It's coming out of the canyon. I had to get away from that camper. Yeah, he got worse. Excessively slow. It's okay to go slow, but it's not good to go excessively slow. I don't do good behind people like that. They're all over the place. Highway's looking pretty good right now. Vale Pass chains are probably still going to be up. Hopefully they're down. They've had enough time to go down. Those are great highways right now. I think that's a camping trailer. Yeah, there's solar panels on the roof. Made himself a little sleeper. Mazda is going really slow. You can barely see his flashes because he's got that tint. And then wide tires. See you in a bit. Climbing Eisenhower. No chain laws on Vale. Vale was drier than this. Still wet, but like I said, no chain laws either one of these. So we're looking good to get to Denver. I got a message from dispatch saying that I should probably call my delivery and let them know I won't be making it, or that I probably won't make it because I-70 is a shit show, I guess, if you will. And it was, as you can see earlier in the video. But I told her it takes more than a hell of a snowstorm to stop me from trucking through, which would be a road closure. I mean, seriously, I do this all the time, so I'm not going to let snow stop me, you know. I'm still going to be trucking through, provided they don't close the highways. It's evaporating quick, as you can see by all this dust bowl. They repaved this. It's really nice. It's 18 degrees out. I hate that lane departure thing. See what the other side of the divide looks like. I heard somebody on the radio said we were good to Denver. Eastbound, good to Denver. Well, we'll be the judge of that once we see with our eyeballs. Look to the highway through your eyeballs. Look to me in my eyeball. Guys, come out of the tunnel and hit the brakes. Don't do that. Slow down before. That way, if you have to slow down, you're already doing. It looks like it's just wet. And is that sunshine? Awesome sunshine. This is a beautiful highway. And the time is 15:34 or 3:44. Temperature zipped up to 22 degrees. That mag chloride stuff does a good job on the highway, but it does pretty bad on the windshield. So the roads from Grand Junction to Glenwood Canyon were pretty rough. And then from Glenwood Canyon to here were pretty good. A few spots here and there, but definitely passable. So yeah, I think we're gonna be, I don't know, 5. Well, we got Denver traffic too. Forgot about that. Unless a lot of people stayed home because of the snow. Who knows? We got northbound I-25 traffic to Loveland, could be pretty nasty. There's nobody behind me, and I am passing people, so. $17 degrees, dropped again. I'll see you in a bit. Oh, the blue sky. The hill coming into Denver. Somebody doesn't know how to read the rules. And if I did that, I'd get pulled over. I'd like to see him get pulled over. So that kid ended up wonky wipers killing those people because he was heating up his brakes. 12 degrees outside. Highway's dry. So that wasn't a bad trek through the mountains. Made it safe and sound. We made it, actually, we left Grand Junction at 11:45 a.m. The time is 4:16, 16:16. That's a good time, considering how the roads were. Anyway, dispatch is kind of freaking out that I wasn't going to make my appointment. I'm actually going to be an hour and a half, 2 hours early. She wants me to call them, let them know. They freak all out because the mountains, it snowed in the mountains. Well, we're used to that, so ain't nothing but a thing. So I'll give them a holler. Thanks again for riding shotgun with Mountain Man Mike. Hope I didn't scare too many of y'all, and hope you learned a few things. Things not to do. You don't drive like I do until you achieve the level. Anyway, until the next time, enjoy. Peace! Getting a little bit out of hand here on my speed. It crept up on me. See ya! I'm gonna have to clean the windshields, or the headlights. Windshield's alright. Might need some sand in here, because it does go at an angle. Yeah. You're just right. He was just telling me that we're backed in there good. Got a lot of added weight on here. Yeah, that ain't coming off. This might. Losing traction. That's one bad thing happens, those airlines. I'm going to have to get underneath there and beat that down a bit. The cool thing is they're going to unload me early because I got here early. Woohoo! They almost look like clams or scallops. See ya.